This is the Modern Vibes on Vibes Radio.
Yeah, man, MVPs, you are 10 out of 10. Thank you always for choosing to be with us. That's Massacre. And I come through na 10 out of 10. Now, Kevin,
Sama,
uko tayari kuingia kwa conversation?
Mazena kumbe ini conversation nimekuwa nikingoja like the second coming of Jesus.
I know, Maze.
Trust me, I have serious questions, but I also want to listen.
You want to listen. So this is what we call a day in the life. And today we have Sasha Seraphine. Sasha, karibu sana.
Asante.
Ama nikuite Seraphine ama Mbote?
Zote ni zangu.
Gani nyumbani wanakuitaje?
Sasha, boy.
Sasha.
Yeah.
Sasha sasa.
Poa.
Karibu sana.
Mupenda kuanza conversation na swali too simple. How are you doing, Sasha? How's your mental space? Fine.
Yeah, I'm fine now. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You look good. You look
Thank
fine.
you.
Kevin and my friend, you can borrow a leaf from us, guys. We look fine.
So we don't look fine.
Kila mtu ajijibie. Answer for yourself.
All right. I'm splendid.
And to the MVPs, remember you can watch us live on www.vibesradio.co.ke, or you can go to the YouTube page of Vibes Radio. That's Vibes Radio, and check out the interview live. So Sasha, you jumped into the spotlight.
Yes.
Kuna time maze ulitwanga selfie with a prominent politician who's running for president.
Yes.
But I want us to backtrack.
Okay.
So Sasha, what do nini?
I'm a spa manager. I own a spa.
Yeah.
I'm also the director of Maridadi Tours, East Africa. And I'm also the director of Upendo Women's Foundation, which is a foundation that funds Kenyan girls who can't afford pads. We usually distribute 10,000 each year. We started in 2013. It was started by my friend Nyeri. She's in California.
Yeah.
So I'm basically one of the people that do the distribution in Africa. So we started in Kenya, but then because I travel a lot in Africa, in every African country I've been to, we found out that they have the same problem.
Yeah,
so our second country was South Africa, Uganda, and now we are doing in like 10 countries. And I did an interview recently with Lynn Gugi. The requests are overwhelming.
Yeah. As in, what one are day pads?
It's very, very sad.
Hiyo story tutaongea kando. Kwa sababu sikuwa najua kwamba hii issue it persists even in other African countries.
Yeah.
And so you said you travel a lot within Africa.
Yes.
Na ulijipataje Zanzibar?
Zanzibar, I was actually working in Tanzania as a spa manager. I worked in 5 different 5-star hotels before I decided that I love Zanzibar more. Because I've lived in Mombasa. So I like it.
Unapenda Mombasa?
Sana.
Si basi tuongee Kiswahili kidogo. Sababu pia sasa kuna watu Likoni wamechangamka changamwe. Huko ile vile Backstone huko watu wanasikiza. Pia tunao watu wako huko Wasingishu, kizungu inawapita hivi. Wanapenda tu kizungu ya reggae music.
Okay.
Saleko kwa wimbo. Lakini kwa kuongea wanataka tuongee to mix hapa.
To mix. Sawa, kwa sababu napenda Mombasa na Zanzibar culture ya Zanzibar na Mombasa ni kama the same. And nilikuwa nishafanya kazi Boba Beach Resort na White Sands. So nilikaa Mombasa for quite a long time. And being brought up in Nairobi, vile nilienda Mombasa then Zanzibar, I think I'm no longer for the fast life. Yeah, so I love
umekuwa sasa aste. Bado uko best? Bado uko best Zanzibar?
Bado niko best Zanzibar. But currently natembea hapa na pale tukifanya hizo distribution.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So Sasha, kuna siku moja ulikuwa tu umekaa Zanzibar. Tuambie hiyo siku yenye ulipatana na baba kuliendaje?
Hiyo kitu nilisema like kila nikifanya interview na ulizo hiyo swali. So first of all naweza taka kusema juzi when I did interview ya Lynn, a friend of mine in the UK akaniambia kwa nini like media always wanaleta hii. Nikamwambia first of all my dad told me that will be part of me for the rest of my life. So even in the history books of Kenya I will be there. So it's better to accept. So get over it. So anyway, it was just a normal day. Nitarudia na nishasema mara nyingi lakini mmeuliza. So ilikuwa tu kama kawaida. I was not busy at work that day. Then mupenda sana kwenda kukaa Pakayat just to relax. So nime relax, it was in the evening. And then
Pakayat hapa kwa
Zanzibar.
Kwa watu wenye wanasikia si Paka Hayati.
Si Paka Hayati.
As in it's a hotel. ZJ unasikia.
But they tell us the year. Well, tell us exactly when this happened.
It was in
month, maybe
it was in October 2017, and I can remember the media, bloggers, everything will break out on the 22nd of October. I'll never forget it. It's part of me now.
So let's go back kwa hiyo siku. Ulisema ilikuwa jioni, ulikuwa hapo kwa beach?
Nilikuwa nimeka around the beach area, facing the beach. So niko na have drink yangu kama kawaida, and then I was alone. Yeah, so nikaita waiter, nikamwambia niangalilie table yangu. I'm going to the loo. So nikienda kwa loo, nikapita kabisa, then I was like, excuse me. Kuangalia hivi, ala, nikaona ala, huyu ni baba, the fifth. The fifth bana, ni mtu mkubwa, unajua. So I was like, I went back, like a few steps back, and the first thing that came out of my mouth was baba. Like I was Star Trek kabisa. And like he I think he's a people's person. So aliamka tu, like akanisalimia, akanihug, and then he was like, are you a Kenyan? I'm like, that's why I called you Baba. And he was with Jimmy Wanjiki, Simon Leon, his and his bodyguard, and two guys from Zimbabwe that he introduced me to. But me na nikaenda lu. Then when I was coming back, I was like, Baba, see, I go and get my phone. We take a picture. My parents are not gonna believe that nilipatana na wewe, you know. And akaniambia sawa, no problem. He's an easy guy, by the way. He was so humbled. Yeah, he was so humbled. So I went, I took my phone, I came, it was at night, and unajua usiku picha hizi simu zetu inaweza kulet down. So nikaeka flash. Actually kama singeka flash, behind us kulikuwa na watu wana have dinner. Yeah, because there's the glass windows there, and there's the restaurant, but us we were on the beach side. So I took the picture, and then I'm like, tuchukue ingine hapa, tukachukua kama ameka, tukachukua kama
yani ulikuwa unachapa album.
Nilikuwa nachapa. Na Jimmy Wanjiki alikuwa poa.
Yeye ndio alikuwa
tunamshodiaje, ananiambia
unasema photographer alikuwa Jimmy Wanjiki. You cannot make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen.
Ananiambia nikamwambia hebu tupige ingine, ananiambia bring, he's your baba, ni baba wa Kenya, you know. Manze aliwaka poa sana na mimi. Manze God akubless. Jupia. I don't regret, by the way.
Unasema Jimmy Wanjiki ndio alikuwa anachukua yeye ndio alikuwa cameraman.
Nilimuomba, alafu sikuwa na hata kitu nilikuwa na regret baadaye after hizi news zime break na nini na nini. Nilikuwa na regret kwa sababu nilikuwa naona umse na mjua. Lakini
Jimmy
lakini sikushikanisha hapo. Ningeshikanisha vile mimi napenda simu. Pia ningemwambia
ungechukua selfie pia sasa.
Kwanza alikuwa ametoka kutrend, ameshikana na wife yake. Unakumbuka hiyo trend? Ningekumbuka, ningemwambia tupigwe hiyo show pia.
So ungekuwa na trend mara mbili.
Ningetrend mara mbili.
So it was just an innocent day.
It was a very innocent day. Very innocent day.
After you took the photo, ukaenda ukakaa kwa meza yako?
Hapana. Yeah, after that nikataka kwenda kukaa. Baba akaniambia you can join us. Where are you? Nikamwambia I'm seated over there, you can join us. Nikamwambia okay, let me go and grab my things. Akasema no. She's a lady. Akaita waiter akaenda akaniletea hizo vitu. Tukakaa nao hapo.
So baba ni gentleman.
He's a gentleman, by the way. Ni the fifth. Umchague. Mchagueni.
So sasa wewe umekuja hapo umekaa na two possible presidential candidates. I said possible.
Yes.
That was if Chebukati has anything to say about
all
it.
things remain constant.
Yes.
So ungekuwa hapo umekaa between two presidential candidates.
Exactly.
Lakini sawa kwa one.
Nikaletewa, tukakaa. We actually like interacted kidogo.
Stories zilikuwa juu ya nini?
Me the first thing actually nili discuss ilikuwa about we have a lot of challenges as Kenyans, sometimes in the East African borders. So I discussed a few of our challenges in Tanzania, and then by that time I think we were paying the residence permit was very, very expensive for Kenyans, and we are part of the East African community. So nikamwambia that's one of our challenges, and si utumai kitu kwa embassy na tuoni any changes. Akaniambia actually we just it was just passed the other day, it's going down. Na immediately by the time alitoka tulireduce Kenyans, sasa tunalipanga $500 permit.
It was at what point Kenya sasa uli upload your pic kwa social media? That same night, that same sitting ama after some days?
Apparently I was traveling the following day, so I just took one drink with them, and then nikaji excuse naondoka, and then
nani alilipa bill?
Baba is a gentleman.
Nice.
Hiyo ilikuwa yake, hiyo ilienda kwake. So anyway, like nilipotoka nikafika kwa mlango, then before niondoke nikamuuliza, baba, can I post? And I don't understand why I asked that. Yeah, but I asked.
Is that courteous?
Yeah, I asked because I've been working in 5-star hotels. I've actually taken pictures with a lot of prominent people, and sometimes they come like big basketball families, kina Victoria Beckham na nini kuna sometimes you can take pictures with them. Like I once took a picture with what's her name, huyu msichana wa Destiny's Child,
Beyonce.
Not Beyonce, the other one,
Michelle.
No.
Kelly Rowland.
Kelly. Yeah, wow. I took a picture with her when she was in Diani, when I used to work in
that was when she was in Nairobi.
So but we were told not to share. So I've been working in 5-star hotels. I've been taking these pictures. So I think that's why I asked. He was like, share hata saa hizi. But when I left, by the time nafika kwa mlango, the bodyguard followed me.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he was like, don't share, because we actually don't want people to know where we are, but you can share tomorrow from around 10:30, 11, we'll have left already.
Okay.
Yeah, so me in the morning, naenda Arusha, nilichelewa, ikabidi ndege imeenda, so nichukue boat, niende mainland. Yeah, na unajua kupata basi ya mwisho I think wanga 11, but I made it anyway. So nimeingia kwa basi, niliingia kwa basi around that time.
Yeah.
So, and I shared, and my phone went off. Yeah, and I had not charged my power bank.
And the
trip is long, bana. Niko nafika Arusha saa 6 usiku. So the driver picks me up, takes me to my hotel. I start charging my phones, and I take a shower. And we bought, because everywhere was closed, we bought some chips funga. Tukanunua chips funga njiani. So mi na chips funga twangu nikaoga, nikasema sasa nikuje kawaida yangu sasa nikiwa nakula naanza kuchat kwa sababu because of my business I'm always online. Na try kuwasha simu I stop
notifications.
Iko tu kama ule pasta watu
messages man. Yeah.
Watu.
Mazili watu waka huyo pasta. Ikatu watu. Nikishika simu I stop, nikasha hii simu mwingine, the same thing. And I think saa zile simu ili slow down, vile saa ingine unaendanga kuclick WhatsApp, napata kuna message ilikuwa inaingia, nikajipata niko kwa American diaspora groups za Kenya.
You've been added.
I've been added in the UK, and sasa naona watu wananiambia nisijiue.
What?
So mi sielewi ni nini naendelea. So I'm like, ni mimi naambiwa ama naambiwa kuna story imehappen. Unajua sina habari. Then sasa nikaona WhatsApp nikitry kusoma ni message tu zinakuja. Nikasema ngoja niangalie Facebook. Wow, na trend kwa 2M.
What?
Yes.
Na sasa ulikuwa umepost hii photo yenye ulikuwa umepost wapi?
Nilipost kwa page yangu
on Facebook.
What was your caption?
My caption was like celebrating Mugabe had just exited. Yeah, celebrating Mugabe in Zanzibar with Baba.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I had written. But somebody edited the pictures.
Wow.
It took, actually they opened a Facebook with my timeline picture and my profile.
Yeah.
And then wakaandika. And whatever they wrote was in Konk Swahili ya Tanzania.
Wanasemaje?
And walikuwa ni kama it was like mimi naambia wasichana wadogo, unajua hizi mambo za maslay queen na mashuga daddy. Yeah, so ni like mimi naambia madem wasidhanie, because unajua kawaida society usema madem wanakula pesa za babu zetu, unajua na baba zetu. So lakini ilikuwa mimi ni kama ninawawarn, naambia msidhanie. Ilikuwa imeandikwa, what was it written, ilikuwa imeandikwa nyinyi wa dada msidhanie mkipatana na wazee vigogo mtakula pesa zao. Hapa nilipo tigo linauma. So
what?
Yeah, tigo linauma. And I remember
I'm tempted to ask, what is Tigo?
That's what I want to explain. So, and I remember one of my Tanzanian friends, cause sasa sinambia WhatsApp niko kwa groups mingi.
Yeah.
One of my friends told me that I'm a discussion in a women's group in Tanzania.
What?
And then she actually sent me that, and she told me, unezaje hata kama ulienda naye unezaje andika kitu kama hii. So hata si understand.
Kwa hivyo ashakujudge.
Washajaja tulikuwa na yeye.
Kwa ni mademu chekanga na mimi walikuwa wamejudge nilitumia screenshots zote. Me I say hi to people. Ewe tukimit kwa public kama ni kuhug na kuhug, lakini najua mahali umenibeba.
So unasema mabese zako walikuwa
nasema
accept wewe ulikuwa umeenda
walikuwa nasema kumbe udemu jifanya anafanya kwa hoteli na hizi ndio job yodu. Yeah, nikaitwa call girl, malaya. Hakuna kitu sikuitwa.
Did you still keep your job?
With that photo, just one photo, now your life has turned into your call girl.
Yes. So and by this time now, when this girl tells me that, then by then mimi nikauliza tu innocently, nikamza kwani si understand kwanza hiki kitu Tigo, unaona imeandikwa kila mahali Tigo. And then that's when she told
Tigo's in a network.
It's a network.
Yeah.
It's Tigo in Tanzania.
Yes,
it
like
was
one of the largest.
Voda ndio iliingianga kwanza, and then Tigo.
Yeah.
For us it was Safaricom and Cancel.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
So it means Safaricom ni ya kwanza, Cancel ni ya nyuma. So it's the same thing. Vodafone ni ya kwanza, Tigo ni nyuma. So yes, those are humans. Ndio binadamu. And our holy houses are full every prayer day.
Let's just go back to that phrase. Wanasema ati usione sijui yangu Tigo inauma. Jesus.
Yes. Mahali nilipo Tigo linauma.
And let me ask you a question.
Siwezi keti.
So here, hey.
Yes.
Umse wa A ako wapi? There we go. Sasa niulize. This is in a span of like less than 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours. And then I actually what crushed me, I'm not the kind of a person to kuji explain kwa watu. Venye umesikia kunihusu. Hivyo akili yako inakuambia ndivyo nilivyo. Hivyo ndivyo nilivyo. Kama akili yako inakuambia mimi ni mbaya, mimi ni mbaya. Kama akili yako inakuambia I am selling myself. Hivyo ndivyo nilivyo. Kama hiyo akili yako inakuambia I am a woman who respects herself, who is out there trying to build other African women and girls so that they cannot be oppressed because the system already oppresses us. Well and good. People can only judge you according to how they judge themselves. Hata vile nilikuwa na trend nikiangalia vitu watu wanaandika, ninaangalia naona already kwanza hiyo ilikuwa hiyo Photoshop, walikuwa wameka kitanda imevunjika mguu moja, ni vile tulikuwa busy. And then
nakumbuka hiyo photo.
Yes. Iko hata sasa iko Google ukiangalia kwa hizo news zote. Na bra, panty, and yes, they went to the extreme, and there was a condom by the way on that Photoshop. God. There was. So nikiangalia sasa after hiyo Photoshop, alafu nikiangalia mali tulikuwa sasa nasemaje, mtu mwingine ajaingia 5 star. Hata nikitry kumuexplainia hii ni lobby. Ata understand. Naona hiyo ni bedroom. But kuna couches, cozy seats hapo. So nitamuexplainiaje? Wacha akaitu kwa hiyo mentality yake.
But Sasha, in less than 24 hours you are now famous.
Yes.
Or infamous. Your friends, people who you thought were your friends are also judging you
a lot.
I mean, it can't have been easy. I know now you're speaking from a point of strength, but at that point, what was going through your mind?
I was confused, first of all, because actually one of the diaspora groups, and this is what I say, by the way, and I'm not saying it in a bad way. I actually told my mom and my dad the other day, and I think maybe wanaonanga squeeze ni kama ni mchizi. Niliwaambia mimi mtu asiniambie kuhusu religion. Wale watu wameni hurt sana kwa hii world ni religious people more than anyone else. Unaona? One of the diaspora groups ambaye ni watu wanasema wako saved na nini, waliniandikia wakaniambia we are praying for you, don't kill yourself. Ebu tutumie voice utuambie what happened. Nikatuma voice. They used that voice, wakaenda kwa YouTube wakasema the woman was with Baba in Zanzibar, ameji explain. So you're about to heal, and then sasa amekuja and then now all bloggers wamechukua hiyo and then now I'm in every newspaper. My dad told me I was on the news like for 2 weeks in Kenya in TV channels. I was the topic. I think those ones wounded me the most because I thought they were praying for me, and like they said.
And how were your family taking it? Like, I'm sure when your dad saw it, you know, when your aunties, your relatives, when they saw it, people who are close to you.
Yeah.
Well, how did they take it?
I have friends who really stood by me. I have friends even in Zanzibar who stood by me. But there was also, yani, it was a circus. So I have my friends, Akina Mary in Zanzibar, Akina Rebecca. There's another one, Mary Kabombo. They were all for me and they are praying for me and they are consoling me and everything. And then I have friends from all over the world. I don't know them, but now they're on a good note. They are giving me hope. They're telling me Kenyans will forget nani na nini. But sasa kuna mmoja. Her name is Edna. She lives in Zanzibar. So she takes that also. Now comes to Kilimani moms. And you know uko ni kwa wale watu.
Wow.
Akili zao yani wale ni wale wenyewe. Yeah? Umeelewa? She went there and she posted and then she said, look at this bimbo selling herself in Zanzibar.
This is
Huyu ni mtu ananijua.
Yeah.
Huyu ni dem ananijua. So I didn't even know. So the other Kenyans who are on my side, who are trying to console me, they started to send me the screenshots. And the first thing I did, I just wrote to her in her inbox and I told her, from today on, even if you find me on the streets, I'm dying. And the only thing that can keep me alive is a glass of water. Let me die. And from today, in my life, you're dead, and I am dead in your life.
And what about people from Raila's camp? Did they reach out to you to maybe clear the air? Because obviously walikuwa na attention that you're trending because of a picture ulikuwa na air.
Yes, I was reached out to so many people, but
the family ama the people in his like professional team. Yani watu wa sasa ODM maybe.
I was, but there that time it was very confusing because I was being reached out by both people from the opposition. Some are threatening me, some are on my side. There was one very famous blogger in Kenya, and I remember him calling me and telling me that I will earn 2 million if I tell him, because when I first shared the picture, I never say it was just Baba, and he was telling me if I tell him who Baba was with, I will be compensated for 2 million. And I told him,
what?
My life is not that cheap. I know the Kenyan politics. My life is not that cheap. I'm not the type that is bought by money, and I know what this can do to me. I know how the system buys people. So I am sorry. He's a famous blogger, and he was actually very rude when I said no.
Wow.
I don't know whether he was being used by the government or who was using him, but he had told me that I'll be compensated 2 million. I told him my life is not that.
They wanted information about who
Baba was with. Yes.
At the meeting.
Yes. So if you imagine trying to put me in such kind of a problem. Now you ask me about my parents. My sisters called me. They were being harassed at work. They were also being told, hey, mnajifanyanga sisa yenyu anajuze Zanzibar. So they're calling. My 2 small sisters are calling and they're crying. And I'm like, siyo nyinyi mnatukanwa, ni mimi. You have to be strong, you know, because now they're my small sisters.
So also, so something like this affects even your family.
It affects it affects everyone. And you know, I thanked God so much. I share my family, but I think I had seen a few problems with cyberbullying. I'm not the kind of a person that puts my family just out there. You will see like once in a while I've tagged even their names. Most of the time when I share my family and my closest friends, especially if I know they are not able to handle cyberbullying, I don't tag them, because what if it goes wrong? And that is what saved me. So they were being harassed, and it's not like I had so they are being harassed by the people around them, not the people on media. And I was saying, what if I had put my family the way other people put their families on social media?
Everybody would be a target.
Everybody would be a target.
Now I want to ask you one question before we take a break, and then we come back and wrap it up. You said you were also getting threats.
Yes.
What were the threats about?
The threats, most of the threats were have been sent by Jubilee. Yes, I've been sent by Jubilee to taint Baba's image. And you know, I remember when I told this blogger, my life is not that cheap. I know the Kenyan politics. I know the system. You're not gonna be used to buy me. And it didn't take long before Baba shifted.
What do you mean?
To handshake.
To handshake.
Okay.
So you can imagine if I was killed. You can imagine how many people die in this country because of politics. And this is what I can tell Kenyans. We are I don't know if we are the most, but I've met every African country I've been to. In fact, I've been talking to some of the people because of what we do with the NGO. I have a lot of connection with a lot of people in African governments. And sometimes they've been telling me they want to invite me to conferences so that I can speak about our education system because they think it's the best in Africa. But this is what I want to say. Kenyans are the most educated, but the most illiterate when it comes to politics.
Wow.
And we need to change this.
14 minutes to 9 a.m. We're talking with Sasha. Imagine taking a selfie with someone who you adore. And then the next thing, your whole life goes up in smoke because you're getting text messages left, right, and center asking you, kwani ulilala na baba? Jesus. We're coming back to wrap it up.
Rebels and reggae heads, start your day the MVP way, where you are the MVP, no negative vibes.
It's crazy how technology just comes, mazi. Just the other day, watu tulikuwa tunasema, ati wacha niende nibonge na beshte yangu, unaenda all the way hadi kwa phone booth. Kama uko na coin unaiweka, lakini kama hauna una dial paka ina malfunction, alafu unapigia beshte yako for free.
Yeah. Those are the days, man.
Yeah, but I mean, we've embraced technology. Show is morning vibes, and of course, you're vibing with Kwambokes, your captain of good vibes.
Otada Kematara, the beast.
And we're here with Sasha. Sasha is telling us her story on a day in the life, and today she's sharing her story. Maze dem alichukua selfie siku moja na baba, and what ended up happening after that, it almost ruined her life. Now, we're talking about cyberbullying, and I've got some stats, guys.
Right.
Do you know the #1 country with the highest cyberbullying?
Worldwide or Africa?
Worldwide.
Has to be America.
No, it's Africa.
It's an African country.
Country.
It's a
Country, yeah. America.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay, Russia.
No.
Kenya?
No.
South Africa?
Sweden. Sweden has the highest rate. But in Africa, there are some reports showing that Kenya is up there, very up in the sky. We're in Mars while the rest of us are in planet Earth.
KOT.
It's crazy.
Hi, KOT.
And that's exactly what happened to you. You got cyberbullied.
Yes.
You took an innocent photo, and the internet's bullies decided they were going to make a spectacle of you.
Yeah.
And this, when we were speaking, Sasha, you said it affected every aspect of your life.
Yes.
But when I look at you, you're a girl who's owning your story. Where did you get this strength?
I think I got this strength. I always say this. In 2005, I was involved.
Who says 2005? Mazo umeka UG for TZ for so long. Ski ati 2005.
2005.
2005, sis.
Okay, 2005.
Whatever works. 2005.
I've never had that.
Nongeka
wasi wa post, mazi. 001.
Yeah, 001. Si nimekwambia sasa dilishatokanga kwa nini? Fast lane.
Yeah.
Napenda
uko aste.
I
like it.
Yeah, so ulikuwa umeniuliza nini?
Strength.
Strength.
After you go through that, a lot of people end up suicidal.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people maybe end up in drugs, and because you can't handle the everybody's talking about you, not in a positive way.
Yes,
in a negative light,
way,
and lies.
Yeah. I think the way my parents stood by me, that was very, very healing. Because like I remember when all this was going on, I kept on asking my sisters every time we were communicating, like, how is mom and dad? And they're like, they are going to call you. And they were in Shags, Nyeri. Na unajua huko sasa
magosip
hiyo ndo waga TV. So
shout out to wasewa Nyeri.
Shout out. So nilikuwa nashindo gosh, sasa huko inasemwa nini, unajua? But when my dad called me, and then he was like, we know who you are. And then he gave me an example of the children of Israel. And then he was like, Moses aliwatoa kwa utumwa, lakini bado alimkasirisha. Aku make it to the promised land. So alikuwa hao ndio binadamu. Unaona? So watasahau kitu ingine itakuja. And we are praying for you, be strong. And then I asked him, how is mom? And my mother was like, he gave my mom the phone. And the first thing that my mom said was like, thank you, my daughter, for showing the world you're strong like your mother. And I was like, wow.
So family support is really important.
Family support is, and then also my past experiences in 205 niache ushamba jana kwanza karibu ninyoroshwe hapa Nairobi na wale watu waliniambia tisijua wanapeana gift za Safaricom
hapo tao
kitu
uko Nairobi sasa trust no one
manze wangeninyorosha. So anyway, so in 205 nilikuwa involved in a car accident and it was, I think, the most difficult time in my life. And the fact that this pain was of course that will because now I couldn't walk. I broke both legs and yes, and that is already mental torture enough plus physical pain. So I kept on telling my mom and dad, for as long as sisikii uchungu kama ile time nilivunjika mguu, they can talk because also my experience was very, very sad. And I'm not saying this at me sipendi stories are sad. I use everything that I go through I've triumphed over life, you know. It's my strength and I have to share to make someone else who ako chini ajisikie vizuri. And I'm also an activist because of some of the things that I've been through. So I was rushed first to Diani Hospital and when I was taken there, we were two of us. My friend there alikuwa amekatika tu hapa kwa goti lakini ako amebreak. So me, I have broken my legs, both of them. And this one here left, mfupa ziko nje hapa.
Oh my God.
And then hii part inaangalia nyuma. And then when nenda kuingishwa kwa ward, Charity happened to say that sijamaliza probation, hoteli haitanilipia. They pulled me aside.
Wow.
So I'm actually the one who had to turn my leg and it was very, very painful.
Your own leg?
Yes, I kept on saying, Jesus, just take me. It was very, very painful. And then I started feeling, I drink a lot of water. I started feeling like peeing. And I'm feeling like now someone is stabbing the stomach. So both legs now, they are very, very painful. And I remember there's one doctor, and I can't remember his name, but he's a Kamba, and I always pray for him. I remember sasa nimekuwa hapo wakati nasema nasikia sasa kujua nasema nikaa nadungwa na kisu. I remember alitoanga dust coat yake na akasema, when I went to do medicine, I held the Bible and vowed to save lives. Akaitoa akaenda akaleta catheter. Alieka catheter, bag ikaja, alimwaga hivi hata zilimwagikia kwa mguu. Akanifinya tumbo ikaja ingine, akanifinya ndio ikakuja nusu. Akasema, you don't know what kind of pain this child. Nilikuwa nimebakia kidogo bladder irupture. So that was the worst experience of my life. So when I go through things, I actually I try to compare and I'm like, simuonge.
But then let me ask you a quick one, Sasha. Apparently, there's a lady called Kobi Kihara alitoka social media juu ya bullying. Are you still on social media?
Yes, I'm still on social media. Okay. Actually, people, everyone who was calling me, even people, friends I've never had for a long time, they were telling me to leave. Then I told them, I can't give the devil power.
Yes.
Because unajua nikiondoka ni kumaanisha it happened. You know? And I have to be there because we have seen kids killing themselves all over the world because of cyberbullying. I said I'm going to be the one to stand for all of us who have gone through this.
Now, aside from that, you are very active in NGO. Please tell us what your NGO does.
Our NGO actually works for the girl child. Actually, for me, when I was training girls in Tanzania, because I also train girls, I've noticed a lot of marginalized girls. Unapata sasa mwingine ana education, na ni mdogo ako pregnant na mtoto. So when I went there and I found that the Tanzanian government, I like their system. A lot of people complain about the Tanzanian system, but for me, because I've been living there and I've been studying it, the Tanzanian system actually protects its own people. And also they allow their people to work for as long as they have skills. And like us, you have to have a lot of degrees and all that. For them, as long as you have the skill, you're allowed to work. So when I saw that opportunity and I saw a lot of girls that I could help, I started training them in the spa industry. And I remember when I was training girls in River Trees Hotel in Arusha, because when I worked for Sarova hotels, they sent me to the Masai Mara, and I used to go to Sekenani, something like that. So I wanted to go to the village and mix with the people there, and the girls took me to the Masai village, and I saw the poverty in Africa is the same everywhere. So it was like the same struggles I saw in the Masai village here. So and when I went there and I asked the girls, so next time nikikuja niwalete nini, I'm expecting them, unajua watoto tulete sweetie, nguo, dolls. Yeah, they were like pads.
Man.
I felt so guilty because all my life I didn't know that someone can lack pads. And then I spoke to them, and then wengine wananiambia natumia manyoya ya kuku, wengine wanakaanga tu kwa mchanga, wanachimba mpaka iishe watoki, wengine wanatumia ngozi ya animals.
So how can, because we're running out of time, how can people be a part of the organization?
Yes,
to donate.
Okay, the way people can be a part of our organization, you can visit our website, which is www.upendo.org, the upendowf.org,
upendowf.org.
Yes. So we have been doing this. So actually, okay, let me just finish. When I called my aunt in the US and I told her we need to help, and then she was like, we'll buy them the first time and the second time. You need a lasting solution, and that's why she connected me with Nyeri sellers, and we started to work with her. And she's been donating in Kenya 10,000 per year, but now we have like other African countries. Right now, I've just been invited in the Uganda Parliament by one of the members of Parliament.
Wow!
Yes, I recently met a member of Parliament from South Africa.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, and I brought you guys. You can. I brought you.
Brought us something.
Thank you.
Yes, so you will call people who need them. We have the cups and we have the.
All right. As we finalize with Sasha here in studio, thank you so much. And you can hear how things come full circle. If you remember, my wake-up call this morning ilikuwa inakuambia kwamba you go through challenges not to show your weaknesses but your strength. And remember, she went through an accident, and so by the time she was being cyberbullied, her strength showed up.
Definitely.
Guys, we're at the top of the hour. Thank you so much for being a part of This Is My Story. It's now 9 a.m.
This is the Modern Vibes on Vibes Radio.